So you'd like to know if we made any money investing in first appearances from a couple years ago? Watch the video and you'll find out. Hey everyone, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today is another episode of Did These Comics Hold Their Value? Did they go up in price? Did they go down in price? Or did they stay the same? We're going to highlight 15 different comics. Today we're going to focus on first appearances in comics or cameos. And we're going to take prices from 2 years ago in July and compare them to prices today. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now. It does help us out quite a bit. And also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss the next video. We did a lot of research on this topic, so let's go ahead and run down the criteria. First off, these are going to be sold prices from July 2018, and we're going to compare them to most recently sold prices within the last couple months. These are going to be raw copies of the book with a couple of exceptions of CGC 9.8, and we'll point that out in the video. But most importantly, these books had to have been spotlighted or featured on websites or top 10 lists that brought them to our attention back in July 2018. There are a few new features we're adding to this video. First off, we're going to go ahead and keep a running tally of all the books. So at the very end of the video, we're going to take all 15 books, add them all up from 2018, see what that dollar value is, and compare that to the dollar value of all 15 books today and see if there's any type of difference. Another feature, we are going to be showing you the picture of the sold price recently within the last couple months so you can see exactly what it sold for from eBay, and that will pop up on the screen right next to the book. But one thing before we get started, do me a favor, hang around towards the end of the video because we're going to go ahead and discuss our intention and motivation for making this type of video. We want to be perfectly clear, you understand what we're trying to accomplish, and we hope you understand what we're doing. All right, everyone, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and look at the very first book. First up, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 101, the first appearance of Morbius. Back in July 2018, CGC 8.0 or 8.5 copies of this were selling between $850 and $1,000. Fast forward to 2020, right now, same 8.0 or 8.5 CGC copies are selling for exactly the same price, around $850 to $1,000. Next book up on our list is New Avengers number 11. This is the first appearance of Ronan. Back in 2018 in July, it was selling for around $15 to $20. 2 years later, we're still looking at about a $16 book. Pretty much has stayed the same in 2 years. Next one up on our list is DC Teen Titans 100-page giant number 1, the Walmart exclusive. Apparently this has the first appearance of the Disruptor. Back in July 2018, this one was selling for $25 to $30. Okay, this one kind of hurts because right now you can pick it up for around $4. That's $1 less than cover price. All right, moving on, and this next one's a big one. We have Spider-Man Noir number 1, the first appearance of Spider-Man Noir. Back in 2018 in July, this one was only selling for $50. Fast forward to right now, and man, this book is on fire. Recent copies of this book back in June and July sold for around $190 to $200, and this one just keeps going up. So it was a great investment back in 2018, and it's paid off in the long run. Next book on our list, can't say the same thing about. We have Youngblood's number 2, the first appearance of Prophet. Back in 2018, this one was selling for $10 to $15. Right now, July 5th, the copy sold for $1. Congratulations, Rob Liefeld. Next one up is Suicide Squad number 23, the first appearance of Oracle or Barbara Gordon. Back in 2018, this copy sold for around $25. Fast forward right now, this one's selling for around $9 to $10, so about half what it was selling for 2 years ago. Next one up is Amazing Spider-Man number 361, the first appearance of Carnage. This is another CGC book. 9.8 copies of this back in 2018, sold for around $500. Now we're in July 2020, and right now it's selling for around $495. Pretty much exactly the same. It hasn't really gone up or down. But you know what? I have a feeling that this book will probably go up with the addition of Carnage being in the new Spider-Man movies or Venom movies, whatever that may be. Next one on our list is Batman Batman number 567, the first appearance of Cassandra Cain Batgirl back in July 2018. This one was selling for around $75. Now we're looking at a sold price most recently at about $32, so about half what it was worth back then. A little side note, 9.8 copies of this book back in 2018 were selling for around $300, and right now you can get that same 9.8 for about $127. It is not holding the value. Next one on the list is Batman Legend of the Dark Knight number 120, the first appearance of Cassandra Cain as Batgirl. I think she's in the costume. This one back in 2018 was selling for around $30, and now we're looking at a sold price most recently at around $19. So about 60% of the value of what it was 2 years ago. Moving on, we have 52 week 11, the first full appearance of Katie Kane. I think that's her name. I might have that wrong. But Batwoman's first appearance back in July 2018. This one was selling for around $30. I remember talking about this book. Right now, it's about half that value or even less at about $13. Let's go ahead and see if we can turn that trend upside down, because the next book is Thor, God of Thunder, number 6. The first appearance of Noel cameo. Back in 2018, this one was selling for $75. Right now, this book is selling for $90. That's a positive, so that's awesome. Congratulations, Noel. We all know the hype around that character still going on today. Next book up is Thor, God of Thunder, number 2, the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. Back in 2018, this one was selling for $20, but if you sold a copy today, guess what? $40, double the value from 2018, another book going in the right direction. Next book up on our list is Edge of Spider-Verse number 5, the regular cover, and I point that out because last time we focused on the variant cover that actually went down in price, but we're going to look at the regular cover this time. This is the first appearance of Penny Parker back in 2018. This one was selling for $10 to $15. Right now, a recent copy, July 7th, actually sold for $25, so the regular cover is actually going up in value, and the variant cover went down in value. Something to pay attention to. Next one up on our list is Stars and Stripes number 0, the first appearance of Stargirl back in 2018 of July. This one sold for $25 to $30. Obviously, since then, there is a TV show that's on television, and right now this book is selling for $88, about 3 times what it was worth 2 years ago. Another book going in the right direction. Very last book up on our list is Teen Titans number 45, the first appearance of Bumblebee. I had no idea that Transformers made an appearance in Teen Titans, but hey, you learn something new every day. But back in July 2018, very fine copies of this were selling between $20 and $25. Fast forward right now to 2020. Right now you can get copies of this book for around $14, about 60% of the value from 2 years ago. Alright everybody, so that's all 15 books, so let's go ahead and tally them all up and see what we're looking at. If you had all 15 books back in 2018, you would be looking at $1,760. If you still had all those books today, guess what? You made a little bit of money, because right now they're selling for $1,886. We're looking at a $126 profit. That's awesome, and I'm glad to say you made some money this time. So let's go ahead and look at the 3 biggest stinkers of the bunch. 52 week 11 back then in 2018 was selling for that $30 price point, and right now you can pick it up for less than half that at $13. Not a great investment. Another one that didn't hold up well was that DC Teen Titans Walmart Giants. I think those have all kind of faded out, because right now it's only selling for around $4 when back then it was selling for $25 to $30. But the biggest stinker of them all was Youngblood's number 2 by Rob Liefeld, the first appearance of Prophet. Way back then, it was selling for $10 to $15, and now you can find this one, it looks like in the $1.50 bin yet again. And like I said, there was an eBay copy of this sold for 99 cents or $1. We'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. But let's not just focus on the 3 stinkers that we might have lost money on. Let's focus on the 3 books that we actually made some money on. First one was Thor, God of Thunder, number 2. That one back then was selling for $20, and now it's selling for $40, so twice as much, so that's not bad. Also, Stars and Stripes 0. That one back then was only selling for $25 to $30. That one has more than doubled, almost tripled to $88. But the biggest mover, and the one if you're lucky if you have it, is Spider-Man Noir. Back then it was only selling for $50, and right now that one's selling for $190, almost up to $300 on some cases, and it seems to be going up and up and up, and a great investment to be made back in 2018. Alright everybody, so that's all the information we can find on these 15 books from 2 years ago to today. But like I said at the very beginning of the video, I wanted to discuss our intentions and motivations for making this video. I want to let everyone know we're not trying to inflate values of the books, and we're also not trying to devalue any books. We're just providing the information that you can find on your own, and we're trying to put it together in a nice package. 2 years ago, websites and top 10 lists found the values of these books that they were selling for, and they posted, and that's exactly what we're doing today here in 2020, and just putting it in a different form. We don't care what the value of the books are. It doesn't matter whether it's up or down or it's the same. You know what? We're going to report no matter what it says. I hope that you enjoyed this video. We're looking forward to doing more, and I appreciate your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time.